I love this road towards Blandford, the B3082 I believe. It's just, look at all the trees either side, it's just reminds me of Ireland a little bit, but I'm just so lucky to live here and have Dorset as the area in which I'm trying to bag all Trig Point locations, and this is what I've got on my doorstep, this lovely drive. Wow. Welcome and hello to another video. I am Rufus Gazelle, and today we are here at Badbury Rings, as you can see behind me, part of the National Trust, and today we are going to go and bag ourselves another Trig Point. If you ever come to Badbury Rings, it's got excellent access to the rings itself with this huge car park behind me, so you're not going to have any issue finding it. The Trig Point, however, I'm not too sure about. I'm not sure whether it's covered in shrubbery, if you can see the flush brackets, how hidden it is. We will find out shortly when we take a walk up there. But so far, this is looking like it's going to be an easy trig today, unlike the last two. So let's see how this is going to pan out. Badbury Rings is located on the B3082, just outside Wimborne as you head towards Blandford. You can't miss it, there's signposts everywhere. And this, I have to admit, is an absolute hotspot for dog walkers. There are so many here already, and it's only 9:30 in the morning. They must all think I'm crazy that I'm walking around without a dog with a camera in my hand. I mean, the things you got to do to go and bag yourself a trig, hey? But this vlog, I'm trying my hardest to try and drag out a little bit, because this is really, hopefully, I say, going to be straightforward in finding. Unlike the last two that I found, especially the one at Corfe Hills Reservoir in Corfe Mullen, that was an absolute headache, and as you saw from the video, wasn't very successful. But today is going to be absolutely different in that respect. I can see why this is such a haven for dog walkers. I mean, it is beautiful here. I'm not even up on the highest point yet, and already I can see quite far. Now, Badbury Rings isn't called Badbury Rings for nothing. There literally is like 3 rings. You've got one at the top, one in the middle, and this one behind me. I'm guessing it was an old Iron Age hill fort, and the thing that I've got to try and figure out is which ring I need to walk on. Logic suggests to me that the Trig Point is going to be at the highest point. So I'm going to take a walk at the furthest ring, and hopefully that will lead me to it. But I will keep you posted and let you know, so that if you ever come here, you know exactly which path to take. Simple, really. So we finally reached the top of Badbury Rings. As you can see, we're just next to the top ring, with the middle and bottom rings just behind us. We have a decision to make. Do we walk along the perimeter of the top ring, or do we venture in this area, the actual centre of the fort, and see if it's in there? Now, according to the OS map, I think it's on the perimeter along this top ring on the east side. So we're going to take a look round there first. This is just breathtaking, isn't it? And as you pan around, you've just got the lovely forest ahead of you, and so much to see and do. And there's even a couple of people having a lovely picnic there in the centre of the woods, taking a bit of shelter. But it does look like, even though the sun is shining up there, looking at the clouds in the distance, I feel like there is rain on the way. So, oh, there's a thorn bush down there. Woo! Nearly went head over tit then. Never mind. Anyway, speak of the devil, I think I can see the Trig Point just there in the distance. Wow! Finally, we've managed to find one yet again and get my hands on it. Oh man, this is so much easier to find than my previous two. I mean, this is the easiest trig that I have found up to this date and time. My third trig that I've bagged in Dorset out of 103 trigs. Trig number 3 is the easiest one so far. I know there are going to be easier ones than this, but so far I'm glad that this is just straightforward and no issues, and quite enjoyable too, with this beautiful scenery behind me and the lovely woods that you can just go and explore. Anyway, we're getting closer. So I was right. If you take the main footpath from the car park straight into the centre of Badbury Rings, when you get to the third ring at the top, go clockwise to the east and you will find the Trig Point. So here it is. Wow, this was so straightforward to find, and it even has, I believe, what they call the plug inside, whereas the one at Ferndown and I believe the one at Corfe Hills Reservoir didn't have this plug inside, but this one does, with the 3 anchor points. Not too bad a condition either. A few chunks of concrete missing, but overall not too bad at all. Bit of bird's muck here and there. If we take a look at the flush bracket just down here amongst the bird's muck, we see that it has a number of Sierra 2567. That's S2567 on the old flush bracket there. There we are, guys. We finally found it with ease. And man, what a breathtaking view we have. So there we have the middle ring and the lower ring, and we are up here on the highest third ring. And you can see loads of dog walkers in the distance, down there and down there. Yeah, it is absolutely breathtaking. Reminds me a lot of Maiden Castle in Dorchester, just outside Dorchester. Maiden Castle, that was an old Iron Age hill fort, but this is very similar, albeit on a smaller scale. But yeah, here we go. An easy one to bag, guys, if you're down this way near Wimborne in Dorset. An easy trig to locate. Well, there we have it, guys. Trig Point 0960. If we take a closer look at the map, we can see Wimborne Minster in front of us, and as we slowly zoom on in, we can follow the B3082 from Wimborne Minster out towards Blandford. And on the right hand side, a mile or two outside of Wimborne, we come across Badbury Rings. And as we take a closer look, we can see the Trig Point, roughly 95 metres above sea level. So as you can see, there's Kingston Lacey, just in the distance, that white building there, the National Trust House. Not far from Kingston Lacey, in fact. That's just outside Wimborne too. Wimborne's just over there, amongst those trees somewhere. Right then, here we go. Have a little walk around it and have a good look at its condition. Like I said, there's a lot of bird's muck everywhere, but I'm guessing you can't help that. It's quite open to the elements up here. Looks like a few holes might have been filled in and sealed over the time. But yeah, like I said, I'm not an expert at Trig Points, but it does have the plug covering the, I'm guessing, the secure point for the theodolite, where the ferrule is, where you screw it in. A lot of them, I don't know if that's like a drainage hole down there. I'm assuming it is. Another one down there. And then again, there's the flush bracket as we leave, or just about to leave, S2567. There we go. Goodbye, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu to you and whoever else is here. We'll see you again, hopefully again soon sometime, Mr. Trig Point. But for me, it's time to say goodbye. Right, now, I am literally going to be leaving here, Badbury Rings and Dorset, and I'm going to go to another location for yet another Trig Point. Don't think it's going to be as easy as this one, but I think it's accessible. I've been told that this said Trig Point is better to go and find or locate during the winter months. And seeing as it's September, not even quite in autumn yet, this could be a tricky one. But we're going to give it a go. We're in the area, no point wasting fuel. We're going to shoot over there and vlog it for you guys. So watch out for that video coming soon. And before you say anything, I am not, no way, gonna go there if you're even gonna ask me to. And that is to roly-poly down this. You're having a frigging laugh if you think I'm gonna roly-poly down this hill. I mean, maybe if I was 8 or 9 and a lot younger. But this one here, there's no chance with the brambles. But maybe the ones further over there might be a little bit more promising. But this old 40-year-old ain't even going there, so don't even think about it. Vlog,
over.